again. Yep.
Australia is, without a doubt, an off-road driving mecca, with people coming from all over the world to go to many of our off-road destinations. No matter which state or part of the country you're in, you can always get down and dirty off-road in a relatively short time. So it should come as no surprise that we have some of the most iconic and bucket list worthy off-road destinations on the planet. Cape York, the Kimberley, Victorian High Country, Simpson Desert to name a few. All places that anyone that likes hitting the dirt definitely wants to go to. And over the last 10 years or so, we've done them all. There is, however, one iconic destination that we hadn't gotten to yet. That one destination that had totally eluded us for ages, be it due to scheduling clashes, work commitments, pandemics, or whatever. We've never managed to get to what should definitely be on everybody's bucket list, Fraser Island. That is, until now. Fraser Island is now officially known by its Aboriginal name, Gari, which, appropriately enough, means paradise. It's just off the eastern coast of Queensland, 3.5 hours north of Brisbane, and it's the world's largest sand island. The only way over is by barge, either from river heads near Harvey Bay or from Inskip Point near Rainbow Beach. As soon as you're off the barge, you're straight into it, so it pays to have your tyre pressures down and ready to go. The island is around 134 kilometres from tip to toe, with the widest point around 15 kilometres wide. In the fortnight we were here, we clocked up over 750 kilometres, averaging 24 litres to the 100 driving through the sand. Fuel here is dear, at $2.45 a litre when we were there, so it's not the place to be doing too much circle work. Driving the iconic 75-mile beach is what everyone thinks of when they think of driving Kari, and the feeling of freedom when driving here just can't be beaten. Now, we've driven heaps of beaches around Australia, many way more remote than on Kari, but for some reason, cruising along the eastern beach, jays blaring, well, it was just the best. Try it, and when you do, let me know. I'll come along with you too. Along the 75-mile beach is the iconic Mojino Wreck. The Maheno started life in 1905 as a luxury liner cruising between Australia and New Zealand. In 1935, at the end of her service life, she was sold to Japan for scrap. Under tow, she broke free in heavy seas, washing up on Fraser. 87 years later, she's still there, acting as an impressive backdrop for traveller selfies and amateur drone pilots to film. As you travel towards the centre of the island, the bush becomes denser and the trees taller. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, the island was logged for its hoop pine and centay, the largest of the trees here. Places like Mackenzie's Pier on the west side are reminders of infrastructure built as part of this logging industry. Inland in Gari are a number of gin-clear creeks and amazing freshwater lakes. These vary from looking like builder's tea to crystal clear and deep blue, depending on the sand that filters the rainwater as it works its way into each of the lakes. They are fantastic places to go for a swim and cool off, even if it is pissing down rain.
Welcome to Queensland.
One thing you'll notice is that most of the major camping areas are fenced off with electric fences. This is to protect visitors from the largest predator on the island, the dingo. Fraser Island dingoes are meant to be the most genetically pure dingoes in Australia, as few domestic dogs have made it over to crossbreed with them. Fraser Island dingoes, like all dingoes, predominantly eat infants, so hence why the fences. Unfortunately, we didn't get great videos on this trip, but we did see heaps of wild dingoes and very few children. There are a couple of particular challenges on Gari that can test out the best four-wheel drivers. Nigella Rocks is one of those places. First of all, you have to negotiate a tight rock channel that has claimed its fair share of dew-current panels. Straight out of the rocks and you're into deep sand. Sand here is, for some reason, softer than other places, and heaps of people get stuck here, leading to plenty of spectators eager to see Nigella claim its next victim. On this trip, however, we must please the off-road gods as we got through no problem. So from its dazzling lakes to uninterrupted ocean beaches, spectacular coloured sands to immense sand blows, rainforests, massive tall trees to open woodland, it's no wonder that this island is under World Heritage protection for its outstanding natural features. We spent 2 weeks on Gari, camping, fishing, four-wheel driving, and basically just having fun. This is an awesome place to visit, and personally, I can't wait to get back here.